give it up for Sonya Z!
Alright, what's up? Thanks for being here. This is weird and awesome. I've also never done anything like this. I've done improv, sketch, and stand-up. But I got recommended to do this by a comic I did a stand-up show with. Did anybody else feel like we're all on an FBI watch list after listening to Cody's story? Changed my last. That's why I shortened my last name, so I didn't give it up. All right, we get right into this. The following is rated M for mature. May contain violence, suggestive themes, crude humor, minimal blood, and/or infrequent use of strong language. Exterior, outworld, night. A muscular and large figure sits on a boulder, resting its head in his hand. One of two of them. Its right hand. But that is, two right hands. Slowly and delicately, its other right hand reaches back and twists a loose tendril of hair that escaped its ponytail as it sighs loudly. So loudly, nearby scorpions and scarabs are shuffled off the edge of the boulder simply by the force of its breath. The camera pans slowly around the area in front of this creature, and we see at least 6 bloody and dismembered bodies strewn across the dry and scorched landscape, some with their torsos pulled from their legs, some half burned to a delicate crisp like a toasted marshmallow over a roasted bonfire, shared with good friends. The being stands and looks to the west as a deep purple light rolls over the landscape. A close-up on the face reveals it is Goro, the mighty Shokan warrior. A single tear glides down his cheek and splashes onto the ground below. The weight of the giant's teardrop is so strong it makes a small divot in the ground by his ankles, and the newly relocated beetles eagerly reach out with their feelers for just a single molecule of the salty liquid, to quench the deep thirst only true desert dwellers know. We now see the monster that stands before us is in pain, not physically but emotionally. He throws his head back and beats his chest as he lets out a massive roar that shakes nearby trees. What must I be doomed to spend eternity here alone? The being asks a seemingly invisible god or master that we can't see. I have so much sweet, sweet love to give. And no one here to share it with. What did I do to deserve this? Flashback 2 years earlier. Wuxi Academy Grotto, secret underground lair. Goro and the fighter Liu Kang stand chest to chest, both shirtless. Liu Kang is sweaty, his breath heaving from his training session that ended only moments ago. Liu Kang, Goro, what are you doing here? We can't be seen together. They will destroy us both. Goro, breathily, no one has ever made me feel the way you do. You called me babe. My ex never called me babe. So I crushed his skull with my bare hands. Looking back, I feel sort of bad about that now. I've traveled many realms across the poison sea to tell you I can't live without you. Come with me, there's a hidden portal to another world that no one knows about, far from Shao Kahn's reaches. We could get a little cottage by the water and go yachting on the weekends after brunch. Liu Kang, you know our love is forbidden. It was a one-time thing, it will never work. He will find us. And a bolt of lightning rips through the room and throws the 2 men backwards. They stumble to their feet shaken and see Raiden, the god of thunder, standing before them, hands drawn back, gathering energy to attack his sworn outworld enemy Goro. Goro roars and pounds the ground in front of him with his large fist, knocking the elder god to his knees. Goro angrily, what are you doing here, Raiden? You're totally killing the mood! Raiden, shocked. Liu Kang, tell me you're not seeing this trash behind my back again. Liu Kang, Raiden, with all due respect, I told you I would text you when I got done my meeting. And now you just show up here like some kind of psycho. I also never said we were exclusive. You pressured me for a commitment when I wasn't ready. Goro understands me. He doesn't need my constant reassurance like you do. You're a great god and very powerful, but Goro roaring, enough!
Raiden, I sat by and idly watched you fail to appreciate how wonderful a partner Lou is. Plus, he says your head game is trash. If you want to talk about trash, bitch.
Raiden snappily, oh, it's on now, slut. Goro,
Slut?
Goro grabs Raiden and shakes him like a cocky infant that a postpartum mother got a hold of. Raiden teleports out of Goro's arms and laughs. Ha! You think you can squeeze me to death? First off, I am immortal. Second off, Lou was right. Your HJs are lacking the right amount of pressure. Goro looks angrily at Lou. Lou stammers and waves his hands in sort of a I give up way. Like, no, I just meant it's like you don't have to go all super hard all the time. He is cut off by an angry Goro who stomps his right foot on the ground. The impact shakes Lou so hard he stumbles backwards into an unseen trapdoor on the floor, previously hidden by leaves and vines, opened like a hungry mouth before him. We hear his screams as he falls down into a pit of unknown depth. Goro, I love you. Raiden, seeing his prized pupil falling to his untimely demise, clasps his hands together and summons the power of the sky to his side. Lightning and electricity pull behind him menacingly. Goro, you will perish here today on Earthrealm for your poor choices in love and fashion. Thunder God, you are weak and insignificant outside of this Earthrealm. The other gods talk shit behind your back and said they would welcome your death. I think I'll help them reach their dreams. A voice booms loudly in the sky. Shao Kahn.
Fight!
Goro and Raiden square up for a match to the death. Raiden launches a Superman attack at him. Goro swats him away like a fly around his face. Raiden hits the ground with a skid of rocks and dust. His shirt rips open in the back. He's forced to remove it, of course. Goro moves close for a follow-up attack, opens his mouth, releasing a purple fireball directed at Raiden's legs. His iridescent skin doesn't burn, though, only his pants do. So he's left standing there fully naked. Goro is taken back by it.
Why are you not burning? What is this?
Oh, you know, Raiden purrs coolly. Just a small upgrade when you ascend to Elder God. You become immune to fireball attacks. Pretty cool, huh? Goro roars.
I'm done with you, Earth God! Your powers are weak, and now that I'm seeing yours, I know Lou has a way nicer dick.
First off, I'm a grower, not a shower, you fuck. Plus, it's cold out here, Raiden sneers. It's time to
end this, you poor excuse of a god.
Goro hisses.
Oh, I'm Raiden. I'll make a hurricane happen.
Are you mocking me? Raiden asks. Are you mocking me? Goro continues saying. Raiden is filled with rage and throws several quick punches at Goro's large, firm midsection, which Goro intercepts and has Raiden in all four of his hands again. Raiden, you're surprisingly quick for a big man. Have you ever thought about trying out for the NBA? Goro,
Rob, my 3-point shot is garbage.
Raiden, no, but I think you could do well. Look at Shaq. You could get an endorsement deal. Goro,
Enough. You made me kill the man I love. I'm going to end you. Now!
Goro wraps his hands around the Thunder God's throat. Raiden softly, slightly choking. Goro, I never wanted it to be like this. I wanted to take you on a picnic in the woods and tell you I've always had a thing for you. Liu Kang didn't appreciate you. He had an affair with Johnny Cage behind your back. Goro, lies! Raiden, still choking. No, it's true. He thought you weren't coming back after Shao Kahn banished you to sail the poison sea for 100 years. Goro, still squeezing but loosening his grip slightly.
Fuck Shao Kahn. He's done nothing but make me kill anyone I've ever loved. I'm tired of it.
The two lock eyes and begin to kiss passionately. Goro's bottom hands quickly grip Raiden's exposed cock and ass, while the top hands gently stroke his chest and hair. Suddenly the walls surrounding the secret underground lair begin to shake and the ceiling rips off. Winds of pain and suffering swirl around the two men. The same voice from earlier booms through the sky. It's Shao Kahn again.
Fuck me, huh? Fuck you, Goro. After everything I've done for you, that's how you wanna play? You wanna make out with not one but two of my sworn enemies? Let's see how you like getting sucked off by Liu Kang now.
Goro realizes what Shao Kahn just said and tears up.
Liu is dead, Shao Kahn. I killed him myself only moments ago. Oh shit, and now you're out here making out with his dad, whoever this is? You're fucked up, Goro. Well, good news. He's not all the way dead. Say hello to your bae!
The camera points to a hole in the ground where Lu's body went plummeting down earlier. Dirt and debris around the hole starts shaking and smoking like a geyser opening up. The two men watch intently as a green-tinted fist reaches up and grabs the nearest edge of the ground. A second strange-colored hand comes out as a muscular yet dead-looking shoulders start to appear. "Blue!" both men exclaim. Their surprise quickly turns to horror as they realize it's not their former friend, student, and lover, but rather an undead spirit raised up in his reanimated corpse. Zombie Liu Kang sees his naked master and, as always, half-naked lover, who just caused his death minutes before that, and snarls with a hungry, toothy grin. He takes a fighting stance and launches a bicycle kick in the direction of Raiden. Goro powers up a purple fireball between his fists that swiftly engulfs Lu's chest and torso. Lu screams and claws at his already rotting flesh as it burns. Goro sets aside his love for the man that used to be Liu Kang and spins in a 360 motion, letting all of his fists knock that burning Liu Kang back down to the pit he crawled out of. As he plummets to his death for the second time that day, we hear him say, "No one ever called me back." Raiden looks at Goro with an intense longing and is ashamed.
I am loyal to no one, it seems.
Shao Kahn's disembodied voice reappears in the room.
Goro, finish him.
Goro, almost robotically and without feeling, answers,
"Yes, my lord,"
and grabs Raiden's hands with his bottom set of arms as he flips him upside down and they violently start standing 69ing. Shao Kahn stutters from the sky above.
"No, that's not what I meant. Dude, stop. That was your boy's best friend. You just killed him again."
Goro answers without removing Raiden's thick meat from his mouth.
"Oh, fuck you, Khan."
Shao Kahn, go fuck myself.
Let's see how you like 1,000 lifetimes in the biggest desert in Outworld.
End flashback. Goro stands dejected alone in a wasteland for all eternity. Shao Kahn's voice rings down from the sky like a dark plague.
"Now do you remember? You not only told me to go fuck myself, you made out with two of my mortal enemies right in front of me? I knew you couldn't see me, but you knew I was there. I was watching, and it hurts that you never wanted to make out with me like that."
Goro sniffs with disbelief.
"What? You never told me you liked me like that."
Shao Kahn, I didn't think I had to. You always seemed to be so happy guarding the temple till you snuck off to meet Liu Kang that night. I always thought you and I would end up together someday. I love you. Goro,
I mean, I love you too. But really, that wasn't cool making Liu a zombie. It was like a little jealous and weird, actually.
Shao Kahn,
I'm sorry. I let my emotions get the best of me. Could we go out for some coffee and talk it over, maybe?
Goro,
Sure, I don't see why not.
Shao Kahn.
Okay, cool, but you know what? I just realized I need to go commit a mass genocide back in Earthrealm real quick. Why don't you go get something nice on and we'll get dinner at that Italian spot you like where they give the 2 different kinds of bread with the meal?
Goro,
Fine, but get a nice bottle of Merlot too.
I need a drink after today. Shao Kahn grabs Goro and pulls him in closely to where he can feel the soft rhythmic pulses of fire that glow inside his fists, and leans down to gently kiss him with the confirmation that he likes this plan.
Excellent.